Mu is the 12th letter of the Greek alphabet. In the system of Greek numerals it has a value of 40. Mu was derived from the Egyptian hieroglyphic symbol for water, which had been simplified by the Phoenicians and named after their word for water, to become mem. Letters that arose from mu include the Roman M and the Cyrillic Th. Names: Ancient Greek. In Ancient Greek, the name of the letter was written I1/4 and pronounced ma-e. Modern Greek. In Modern Greek, the letter is spelled I1/4 to the first and pronounced me. In monotonic orthography, the ancient version is written with an acute accent instead of a circumflex, ai1/4. Use as symbol. The lowercase letter mu is used as a special symbol in many academic fields. The uppercase mu is not used, since it is normally identical to Latin m measurement, the SI prefix micro, which represents 1/millionth, or 10^6, the micron, an old unit that corresponds to the micrometer. Mathematics. This is not exhaustive, since any Greek letter may be used freely as a variable name. A measure in measure theory, minimalization in computability theory and recursion theory, the mean in the normal distribution, the integrating factor in ordinary differential equations, the learning rate in artificial neural networks, the Ma-paragraph bias function in number theory, the population mean or expected value in probability and statistics, physics and engineering. In classical physics and engineering, the coefficient of friction, reduced mass in the two-body problem, linear density, or mass per unit length, in strings and other one-dimensional objects, permeability in electromagnetism, the magnetic dipole moment of a current-carrying coil, dynamic viscosity in fluid mechanics, the amplification factor or voltage gain of a triode vacuum tube, the electrical mobility of a charged particle, aka rotor advance ratio. The ratio of aircraft airspeed to rotor tip speed in rotorcraft. In particle physics, the elementary particles called the muon and antimuon. In thermodynamics, the chemical potential of a system or component of a system. Computer science, in evolutionary algorithm, I1/4, population size from which in each generation I offspring will generate. Chemistry, in chemistry, the prefix given in IUPAC nomenclature for a bridging ligand. Pharmacology, in pharmacology, an important opiate receptor. Orbital mechanics, in orbital mechanics, standard gravitational parameter of a celestial body, the product of the gravitational constant g and the mass m, planetary discriminant, represents an experimental measure of the actual degree of cleanliness of the orbital zone, a criterion for defining a planet. The value of a micron is calculated by dividing the mass of the candidate body by the total mass of the other objects that share its orbital zone. Music. Mu major chord. Electronic musician Mike Paradinas runs the label Planet Mu, which utilizes the letter as its logo, and releases music under the pseudonym Omicron Zik, pronounced music, software. In application names, I1/4 torrent, a BitTorrent client. Cameras. The Olympus Corporation manufactures a series of digital cameras called Olympus Omicron, MJU. Linguistics. In phonology, it often stands for mora. In syntax, I1/4 p can be used as the name for a functional projection. Character encodings, Greek mu/Coptic mu. Mathematical mu, these characters are used only as mathematical symbols. Stylized Greek text should be encoded using the normal Greek letters, with markup and formatting to indicate text style. In popular culture, gaming, in the online game RuneScape, entering this character once caused a bug that would force other nearby players to log out, which was abused to great effect by those in PvP areas. It has since been patched, and, like all bug abuse, is against the RuneScape terms of service. See also, Greek letters used in mathematics, science, and engineering, th, thl, Fraser alphabet consonants, references.